Society often calls it coldness, arrogance, or even excessive shyness, but advanced behavioral psychology calls it silent dominance. While most people struggle desperately for attention, burning energy to prove their worth through words, a select group does the opposite. They don't explain, they don't justify, they simply observe. And it is precisely within this silence that real power resides. If you've ever felt that your presence speaks louder than your voice, you aren't antisocial, you're just operating on a frequency that most cannot tune into. This isn't a conscious lifestyle choice, it's how your brain was wired. Neuroscience explains that those who dominate an environment through silence possess a highly active prefrontal cortex responsible for impulse control. While the average brain reacts instantly to stimuli, chasing the quick dopamine hit of an immediate response, your brain prefers energy conservation. You process micro-expressions and tonal shifts before you even open your mouth. It's an evolutionary advantage. While the loud hunter scares away the prey, the silent observer understands the terrain. The modern world is a chaos of noise, notifications, and artificial lights. It is an unpredictable environment where everyone tries to occupy space with sound. For those who master the minds of others, silence is their laboratory. While the external environment vibrates at a frequency of anxiety, you create a bubble of predictability. Contrast is your greatest weapon. In a room full of people screaming to be heard, the one who remains calm automatically becomes the focal point. Silence creates an information vacuum that others feel a desperate need to fill, revealing their own secrets in the process. Here is a fact few know. A study from Duke University revealed that a brain in absolute silence develops new cells in the hippocampus, the region linked to memory and deep learning. This means silent people aren't just standing still, they are literally undergoing a biological upgrade. They possess superior cognitive acuity, making them masters at solving complex problems that talkers can't even identify. We live in the era of mandatory display. If you didn't post it, you didn't live it. If you didn't give your opinion, you don't exist. But this quest for external validation is a prison. True freedom and true power lies in not needing anyone to understand what you are doing. The happiness of a master of silence is found in things that cannot be photographed, the depth of a thought, the pleasure of a coffee enjoyed in absolute peace, the satisfaction of watching a strategy come to fruition without anyone knowing you were the architect. But we must be honest, there is a fine line here. Is your silence a tool of power or an armor of fear? Does it fill you with a sense of control, or is it a weight you carry because you cannot connect? Dominating the minds of others through silence is a tactic of authority. Isolating yourself due to unresolved trauma is an escape. If your silence brings you peace, it is your strength. If it brings you profound loneliness, it may be a cry for help that no one is hearing. If you identify with this silent personality type and want to learn how to turn this trait into a strategic advantage in your life, subscribe here. This channel is a refuge for those who prefer depth over noise. Rituals and details. Silent dominance manifests in small rituals. It's the pleasure of waking up before the world starts screaming. It's the tactile comfort of a physical book over the blue glow of a phone. It's the millimetric control over your own body language, maintaining eye contact a second longer than expected, or allowing a question to hang in the air without an immediate response.
These sensory details are the bricks that build your aura of mystery. Don't let them tell you that you are too closed off or that you need to communicate more. The world needs people who think before they speak and observe before they act. You are not broken. You are not a system error. You are proof that depth will always defeat noise. Mastery over others' minds begins with mastery over your own tongue. Mastering silence is the first step, but what happens when someone tries to use these same tactics against you? In the next video, I will reveal how to identify the 3 signs that you are being manipulated by someone who also knows these secrets. What I'm going to show you might completely change how you see your closest friends. Are you ready to see what is hidden?